Nghiam luôn non
Hồi lên inte.
le.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome back to another episode. So today I am here with Siamung Sanlei, and Siamung Sanlei, can you tell us what we're going to talk about today?
Okay, today we are going to conclude the debate we have in the previous episodes. I mean, we have one or one or
Debate.
two debate in the last time. So, I just wanna brings up these are one of the controversial, I would say, topic about what happened when people die. There's a lot of a theory. So I just wanna want you to clarify or explain more about the story of the rich man and Lazarus, which is found in Luke 16, verse 22 and 23. Can you give me some insight?
Yes, okay. So Luke 16, verse 22 and 23 says, "So it was that the beggar died and was carried by the angels to Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried, and began in torments in Hades. He lifted up his eyes and saw Abraham afar off and Lazarus in the bosom."
So in this story, is really the Lazarus one up to the Abraham bosom, literally, or is a parable, or can you explain more about that one?
Yes, I would really love to clarify this for you. And let's start with one point that this is why I think it is a parable.
Okay.
So, to start off with, we have someone from heaven and someone from hell. One is the rich man and one is Lazarus. So to think that they are having a conversation, do you think people from hell and people in heaven are going to be able to have a conversation with each other?
Practically, I don't think so.
On top of that, with that being said, it's pretty hard to believe that they are having this conversation when one is burning in hell and the other one in the bosom of Abraham. On top of that, we have Abraham. When Abraham was on earth, he was a man. God created him. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree with you.
And Lazarus is also a man made who was also a human. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
And to think that Lazarus was in the bosom of Abraham, in the hands. So practically, if you think about the size, it means Abraham is so big to carry Lazarus, right? So if you are literally thinking the logic behind this, it's kind of hard to believe that we have Abraham who's really huge and just carrying Lazarus in his arms. It is hard to believe. So I definitely do think on the superficial side, it's hard to believe. Those are just literally impossible. Correct.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
At this point, can you
Up to
give me
this
more?
point.
Yeah.
Yes. One other thing. Do you remember what the rich man was asking Lazarus to do?
Yeah, to like give a dip of water.
Yes, a small tip of water. So, logically speaking, when something is burning up, how effectable is that small effect? How effective would that small drop of water will be
It doesn't
in
matter.
hell? No,
It doesn't help a lot.
it doesn't help a lot. And on top of that, it is a quite impossible communication. And so I really want you to think that way. And on top of that, I want to move on to the context of the historical event. So back in those days, we have the Jewish and the Gentiles. And so in our story, Lazarus, the poor man, is kind of like the Gentiles, and the rich man is kind of like the Jewish people who were more high advanced and have more power and status in that historical time period. And so if you look at it, can you read Luke 16 verse 31?
Okay. But he says to him, if they do not hear Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded though one rise from the dead.
So the Jewish people did not believe in Jesus, even when they saw Lazarus coming out of the grave. And so when you have that in mind, obviously, and connecting this Bible verse to that situation, the Jewish people were just not believing their eyes when Jesus made that create and did that miracle. They were not believing what they were seeing or anything. So it was only correct that, or it was okay for Jesus to make that parable to them, because the audience was the Jewish people who don't believe that Lazarus came back from the dead, even from the grave. And
Okay.
so, this you have to really look at the audience, who is really Jesus is talking to. And in this Bible historical time period, it obviously is the Jewish people, and so it is a parable to for them. It's just like a story that could kind of help them think, because they don't even believe. They won't even believe if someone who was dead come back and give them the prophet and Moses stories. And so for them, it is a parable that could help them connect to what's actually going on. But for us who are in the modern times, we should not take this literally, because it is not harmonious with the 66 books of the Bible. We've talked about this in the first episode, really, when we said God's word will not change ever, and we believe in the 66 books of the Bible only. And when you are looking at this, it's easy to go wrong when you just pick one verse and immediately assume that, oh, this is a real thing, you know. Obviously, it is not, because it's hard to see. It's really impossible for Abraham, who was a human, to be bigger than Lazarus holding him in his arms, and that water droplet to save the rich man from hell. And just the conversation itself shouldn't be happening. I don't know if this helps, but let me know if you need anything else.
Okay, thank you so much for your explanation. It's really a help for me when it's come to these stories. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And I hope this is a clarifying story, and I hope a lot of the watchers do also get the concept behind it, that you don't immediately go to heaven or hell as soon as you die. See you in the next few episodes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.